Howdy folks, and welcome back to Railroader. It's been a little while since I've got to do much railroading. Work's kept me pretty busy. But today we're running some trains. Got the morning freight that's out of Silva. We're stopped here at East Whittier. Going to drop off some cars for the Whittier local. And then we're going to continue on over. And I've been trying to decide, do I want to take the Bryson cars on over too, or should I leave those here and have just a local? I'm not sure. I might use the CTC panel and get it routed into the secondary track and drop them off at Bryson. That might be kind of fun. But anywho, let's get the UI turned back on here. And I'm going to hop back in the lead unit. So I've pulled into the siding here so I can drop off the cars in the yard. So we need to clean that up and get on the way. Go back here. We have Appalachia Junction, Ella House. There we go. That's the one we want to cut off. Open that up. I'm just going to pop those on real quick. Everything else, yeah, Hollyfield, and then Whittier Sawmill. So this all stays here. Let's go ahead and pull forward just a bit. For a couple notches. There we go. And as you can see, I did some switching at Silva because the cars were all mixed up. I'm not 100% sure where these go. So that says 7 miles, but that says 5 miles. So that's on past. So we need to drop like this stuff off in Bryson. I have to do a little bit of shuffling over in Bryson, so I think I will go ahead and take this on over with this train. And we can break that up over there. So let's get him routed out. Back onto the main. And I think I had this left on ABS mode. Maybe not. I need to go look at the CTC panel. I'm going to get him back on AI control. Is it just me, or is this stuff harder to click these days? Seems like you really have to click hard right in the middle of the button for stuff to activate. I was noticing that today when I was running trains. Maybe it's just me. Alright, so he's going to head on out. I'm not sure if that's red. I think there's anything else switched down here. Let me just fly down here real quick and double check. Yeah, that's set to be straight through. So I do need to head over and check out the dispatch. So I'm going to pop myself down over here. And watch the trains roll by. Got number 3. Yeah, it's almost up at the log cars. We'll be bringing that down here in a bit. It's up on the Connolly Ranch. Somebody gave me a comment. Not that. Forget how to chat. Oh, it's the console. There we go. If you bring up your console with the tilde key, you can do /TPDS. And it'll actually teleport you over to the near the station. Well, thanks for that tip. That's pretty handy. It is, in fact, still in CTC mode. So, my bad. Thought I left it in ABS. Well, no, let's leave it CTC. Let's get him lined in. Get him lined into Bryson here. So the passenger train is down at Appalachia. It's not running yet. We don't need to worry about that. All right, sir, you are coming all the way over to Bryson. Let's get you coded on through. And we'll bring him into the siding here at Bryson. So that should work. Now if I do shift 2, I'll go to fly mode at my current location. Woo! You gotta love the Doppler effect on the sounds. All right, so yeah, he's lined into the siding. And then I want to bring him in on the switch here, so we're going to switch that. We need to drop off some cars here, but I need that straight through. I didn't do a very good job cleaning up after myself last time I was in Bryson. So we're going to bring him on through, and then he needs to stop somewhere along here. I think we'll just have him stop right before the grade crossing for now. And we can figure that out when he gets on over here. Pop back to the CTC panel. Yeah, he's coming through Whittier. Things should be lined up to get him right on over here to Bryson. He's the only train going right now. So let's continue the work. We're going to check in with number 3 over here. Over on the Connolly branch. And we just dropped off the cars down at L1. We're picking up the cars at L2. And we'll just do old manual mode. How about that? Nope, he's still on orders. Manual mode. There we go. Going up here and we'll grab these cars. Now in that train, there's cars that need to be dropped off for signals. We're going to have 2 more sets of signals eventually, once those cars get dropped off and processed. So that'll be cool. I was kind of hoping I could have that done for the next video, but just haven't had the time to play. And it does take time to work through the railroad each day. See, it's just after 7. I've already split up the train down at Silva. And I got the train ran up here, as you saw, to East Whittier. We got the log train out and cars set out, empties. Now we're picking up the loads. Silva switchers on standby down at Silva. Haven't done that work yet. There's just a lot going on. All right, I'm going to put you back on AI. Like I'm clicking and dragging, and nothing's happening. Something changed with the UI, or else it's just me. All right, so he is routed through down to here. This guy's all the way through, so we can go back down here and get him lined in. Back to the sawmill. Whoa. That one's still there because of the train coming out. So we need to drop our player here to get him stopped. And then once we get the logs dropped off, we're going to use number 3 to do some switching here. Get this cleaned up. Another busy day on the railroad. I believe all these cars should be, yeah, those need pulled out. Those are good to go. Okay, let's go check in on the freight train and see how it's doing. Looks like it's up to speed. We're getting close to Ella. I'm digging the new orange. It's got a little bit of contrast with the handrails, so they kind of stand out. Something kind of different. I'm liking it. Always got time for an F12. Let's see. While we're over here at Ella, let's get our switch list set up. So let's leave the Bryson local, hop on the Whittier? No, the Whittier local. And And we can ignore all that. Yeah, there's one to pick up at Ella Farm Supply. Got it. All right, let's watch the train roll through. Get a whole lot of hoppers. Most of that's for Robinson Gap coal, but there is some Appalachia copper in there as well. And of course, all the stuff we need to drop off at Bryson. I'm going to let things roll, and I'll see you in a bit. Sitting up here in the telegraph lines. He didn't whistle for that grade crossing. I guess it's an unprotected crossing, maybe. There's no, like, signs. We clean up the switches behind it. Thought I'd heard it whistle going the other way. Maybe not. So I think I'm still sitting at the dispatcher. Yep. Don't see anything there. I guess because it's already red, maybe because of the open switches. I was just curious. And we'll just make sure we clean up behind us here. Keep the main clear. I was checking in on the passenger train down at Appalachia, and it's just got about 30 passengers per car, so I usually don't roll it out till 8 or 9 o'clock, just depending on how many passengers we get. Alright, old number 3. Drop off some logs. It probably, does it need topped off? Yeah, it's doing alright on water. Almost 2,000 gallons. Good, and tell him to come forward at 15. Throw the old switch there. So I've been thinking we're doing pretty well in the money department. Thinking about buying a big old steam engine just because. Because steam is still king, maybe? Let me know what you think in the comments. Should we get a big old steamer and run some freight with it? Think about just getting the big boy. I think the Santa Fe is the big one, isn't it? 71,000 tractive effort. I think that's the biggest one. Big old 210-2. Yeah, I might do that. Let me know what you think. Should we get some big old steam power? Just because we can. I'd really like to haul more freight. I just there's no demand for it yet. As far as like the coal train, I'm doing all the coal I can, and it's no problem at all for the dual Jeeps. They keep stuff rolling right along. It's more power than I need for the coal run, but it keeps it moving, makes it fast. All right, logs are dropped off, so we're going to come back down through here, and we're going to go grab the pickups at the sawmill. Kind of my daily routine here. Now, if we opened up the whole railroad, eventually I think there'll be industries here. I'm not sure there's really that many industries down here. Though I think they added some new ones. Maybe at Natahala. I have to remember the patch notes. But really, where I'm at right now with the levels and stuff, it's about all I want to do in a day. So if I was going to change it up, I would probably want to get rid of some contracts. There's only so many hours in the virtual day. Alright, we'll go grab this lone car first, and then we'll grab that one, I think. How many are here? 3, 6, 7, 8. I think I brought all those in here at one time. I believe unless they're really long, I can get 8 cars there. Has that hill always been there? Notice a nice little hill there. All right, yard mode. With the clicking on the UI, I've noticed too, you really got to make sure you click good on the R-length in yard mode. It doesn't seem to pick it up a lot of times. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just my computer. I don't know. Something changed with the recent patch, though. I don't need you to go anywhere. Already told you to stop, and I take the handbrake off and he wants to move. That behavior is different as well. They're still tweaking things. I really look forward to the waypoint system they showed off a while back on their YouTube channel, where you'll be able to set like different waypoints and the AI will just go there and throw the switches. So for people like me who play this like a big logistics model railroad, that'll be nice. I don't necessarily run the trains that much as far as, you know, running the controls. I do once in a while, but most of the time I'm just playing it like a logistics game. Let the AI do the driving. There's a whole lot of, I assume, telegraph lines. Okay, back to yard mode. Right on ahead, sir. While you're doing that, I'm just going to real quick pop back over to the board. And it looks like the freight train has made it to Bryson. Still pulling through the switch. They are almost to Bryson, so that's cool. He was moving right on out. Stop. Not really listening to me at all. Oh, now he stopped finally. All right. Backwards, sir. Bring her on back. All that's headed to Silva. Yeah, I might try a little fancy pants stuff down here. Let's get that lined up. No, I want that guy to be straight. I want to try to tuck the engine in here and then have the cars a little bit of a, not a kick. Was it Flying Dutchman or something? There's some kind of railroad term for that. Some kind of flying switch move. We'll try that. This is really heavy, so it should coast nicely. Probably going to be a little bit of a longer video today. It's doing a lot of work here. I know the last one was pretty short. That's all I had time for. Yep, 8 fits in there pretty comfortably. Are those 40-foot cars? It's hard to tell. Some of these I think are a little bit longer. 50 foot, alright. It says there. Standard steel frame boxcar. I think those are 40 or 45. Then this one is a 50, it's bigger. If they were all 50s, it might not fit. That mix, we were okay. All right, number 3, take us on out of the groove here. And we'll try some of this here fancy pants stuff. That'll do. All right, now I need to do a little bit of work here. Set this up. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I was trying to click on that. Oops. All right, manual mode. Prepare to do stuff. There we go. No, dang it. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. We'll get it eventually. Let me get zoomed right in here. Super awkward camera. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Kept clicking on the wrong thing. Alright, so I want to go to each one of these now. I kind of wish you could bleed the whole train, but... actually, I need to get my independent brake on there. We're on fairly level track right here, so it's not going to get away from us or anything like that. Okay, now we got the brakes all bled. So that way there won't be any braking force once I disconnect. Sometimes you can, hit shift click here and it'll close everything up and there won't be any brake application, but just to make sure. I'm going to do that. All right. So we're in manual mode, right? Yep. Okay, let's do this. $626 tons. I get the train up to at least 10, maybe 15 miles an hour. And then I'm going to cut off the engine and accelerate away. As heavy as this thing is, 10 or 12 mile an hour would probably do it. This is all level here. It's like we got the room, so we'll get a little more speed on. Okay, let's cut loose. Get our speed going. I'll pull away from that. Then I'll throw that switch as we come through here. Back in neutral. And then our train just gradually coasts down here. That's the theory. It's nice and heavy, so it should just coast right on in there. Each one of these is full, about 50 tons of lumber. That'll save us some running around. Yay, physics. I want to hit that too early, just we don't mess this up. It should take a little while to stop. Good little while. But that will gradually slow with that one handbrake on, and we're good to go. All right, let's give you back to AI control. Oops, too many keys. All right, so that's headed over to Ella. We need to get just the sawmill stuff. So I think it would make sense to just tie onto this, head out that way. We can leave the sawmill stuff sitting there on the siding. When we come back, we can run around it, come in there, pull it in, stick it in there. I think that is what makes the most sense. So we'll try that on for size. I haven't used this car yet. It's just sitting there for when we need to distribute fuel. But we may never actually use that. The diesels are real economical. Stop. Okay, about 15, and we'll bring up here and drop it off right behind the oil tanker, it looks like. So if that wasn't clear what I meant, we'll leave the sawmill cars sitting here. We'll take the other stuff on up to Whittier and Ella. We'll come back, and then we'll run around here, come back in here and hook onto those sawmill cars, because that's what we need to do to get them set out over here. Clear as mud? I thought so. And we'll see if we can get all this Whittier switching done. Whittier local stuff done before we bring the passenger train out. And we won't have to worry about avoiding the passenger train. We do, however, need to get in on this siding. Can I switch this? Nope. Switch CTC controlled. Isn't there like a way to... I thought there was like a shift click or something. He should, in theory, stop for the signal. So we'll get that sorted out here in a bit. All right, he has no brake application on, so in theory I can just cut that off. There's no brake applied to the train. So we'll leave those sitting there. Those are empty, so they brake fairly quickly. Doing all the cheats today. So leave him at 15, actually. He's going to eventually see the signal up there, I think. I want to stop anyway. All right, let's hop back over to the panel here. Got him in there. He should be stopped. Let's just double check. Yeah, he is indeed stopped. So I'm going to put him on manual. He doesn't try to go anywhere. Then I guess I could just use this panel. So we're going to have him come into the siding. That should give him a signal. He's eventually going to head over to Ella into the siding. So we'll get those coated up as well. All right. Back over to number 3, which I don't have selected anymore. I'm loving this R menu of the roster. That's so handy. Yep, so he's all set to come in there, and then this is a local controlled switch. So I can control that one. The question is, do I need to? I didn't really look and plan what we're doing here. We just need, basically on this run through, we need to drop off the tanker. So yeah, we want to come in here and drop off the tanker. Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Pass signal. Doing that drops this to red. I knew that was going to happen, I just forgot. So we'll just tell him to pass the signal, resume speed. Oops. Somehow I managed to double click on that. And then same thing, we're going to leave the tanker here because when we come back through, we can shove it up in there. And I'm on the wrong crew. I've got a couple to pick up at Stenzel. You're full of heating oil, but hopefully you'll stop in time. Oh yeah, we're good. Excellent. All right, let's clean up behind ourselves. So these are headed over to Ella House and Ella Farm Supply. And I'll see you over there. And we made it over to Ella. We got a little bit of switching to do. You see, we've got these 2 cars here. We have a pickup at the farm supply. So one of those 2 cars is coming with us. So it's the end one. That's handy. But I need to run around these cars because I'm on the wrong side of them. Make sure I leave room for my engine down there. A little bit of brake application there. That actually works out. Are you back to speed? Put some flares down, and then we'll run this with the CTC. In theory. Alright, so we need to come down here, and we need this guy to be reversed. This guy back to normal. So that gets us back out onto the main. We can pop back over to the panel. Since I still have my speed display up here, I should be able to tell when he is stopped at the flare. There we go. Let's code him on through. Pull him to reverse. And he has a stop signal. Why would you have a stop signal? Did I mess that up? Reverse, reverse. Ah. I just didn't do the coding at the right time because I still had that in reverse. I'm a new dispatcher. What do I know? I'm learning though. All right, same thing on down here. Let me get ran around and we'll switch these cars out. And these are actually in the right order, so that works out. You can just drop the house off and then use that car to snag the other car, swap them out over on the farm track, and we'll be good to go. Yep, and it is the outside car, so that's good. Don't have to do any swapping over there. And if I want to get fancy, I could kick this car down in there, but we'll just bring it down the normal way. A lot of times that's what I do, is kick it down here. Not a whole lot of room there to kick, but it's doable. Yeah, it'll do. Lots of traffic will be waiting on us here, so we gotta cross back and forth here a lot. A bad place to put a road. But they got to get to the main road somehow. Alright, back past this switch. Got one car on, yep. See there, I'm clicking on forward, nothing's happening. I gotta click like right in the middle. It's so weird. It didn't used to be that way. I don't know if it's just my computer or if anybody else has noticed that. I clicked twice on forward and nothing at all happened. I haven't been over to the Discord bug section in a while. I don't know if that's a known thing or not. Not a big deal, it's just a little bit annoying. Again, I clicked on yard and nothing happened. It's like you have to click right in the middle of the button or something. That one worked. Alright, so we need to pull purple out of here and swap it for the new guy. It's a good looking boxcar. Little purple CMO there. Throw that there before I forget. Probably kick the purple one out onto here. it back up all the way. And bleed him out. Oh, is he not going to go? Because check the brake line, standing by. Okay, fine. I'll do it myself. No, I forgot to throw the switch. I was looking at the box card. I just noticed. Wow, what a dummy. What a dummy. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, let's try that again with less stupid. How about that? There we go. We'll try that on for size. There, go yard mode, 20 cars. I'll get you close at least. We'll catch purple down here. Thinking, do I want to run around this? They need to be... No, we want it on the... We want it on the nose? Not 100% sure where we want that. So we got to get some stuff out of Stenzel, right? Yeah, so that's going to be like reversed. Then we got the hollow field as well. So we got to work both ends of the engine. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, as they say. Reverse back on out of here. And we'll head on back to Whittier, but I think that'll do it for this video. I don't want it going on too terribly long. So just working the railroad. And we're going to get some signals in, and then we might try to do some dispatching. I need more than 2 trains. I think that could be interesting. So I'll think of something. Maybe throw a local in the mix when we have the coal run and the passenger going at the same time. Get a local in there just for some fun. We'll see. We got to get the signals built first. Thanks as always for hanging out, folks. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.